Welcome to BLPA Big Show. Hockey, sports, life for the adult athlete. Powered by the Beer League Players Association. Follow us at the BLPA.
Everybody, just follow.
Keep connected with us. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You dig that?
Follow.
On every social media outlet. And make sure you follow the crew on Twitter. Nick at Nicker Jones. Jason at Beer League Jason. And Brooklyn at BLPA Brooklyn. Let's get it.
Welcome to the greatest hockey show in the world. Good week, everybody. Hey, we're back. We're in charge. Jason might show up. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. He said he was in. He could do it today, but he didn't tell me a time. So we'll see. But it's all right because we do have Jillian. Jillian, what's going on?
We love a man of mystery. Thank you for asking. I was just wondering if you were going to bring up that if I look like a model at any point, it's because my fan is it is in overdrive right now. I'm not sure if you understand the excessive heat that we're going through right now. So normally I try to be professional and not show a little shoulder. I guess this is like our OnlyFans preview.
Oh yeah. Sex sells, baby. Let's go.
So if I'm ever doing this during the show, it's not because anyone's got me going. It's this fan is putting in work.
Actually, it is because our chatters and commenters have got her going. So really get her going, guys. Really get her going. So
yeah, come on, guys.
Well, hey, I'm sorry it's so hot. I'm actually getting ready to spend about a month in Oklahoma City and Austin, Texas. So the heat that you're experiencing, probably quite a bit different than the heat that I will be experiencing. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the heat. Bring the heat, baby. Let's go.
That's what everyone says when they're sitting in air conditioning. I'm just going to say.
I'm going to sit by the pool a lot too. My dad has a nice pool, which is nice. But the problem is when it gets so hot outside, it's like you're just in the bath, which I do like taking baths, so it works out perfectly. But
a lukewarm bath,
Cooper,
more unsatisfying.
Cooper loves the pool, and all he's been talking about is, hey, can we swim like 17 hours a day? And I'm like,
yeah,
well, maybe we can. I don't know.
Absolutely.
So,
did you think that when you would be a dad, did you ever get scared of but what if he suggests something that I know as a dad I should tell him no, but I also really want to do that?
Yeah, I never got scared of it because I just knew it was going to happen, and I'm always in for it. Always.
You're like, absolutely, we should swim for 17 hours, and also maybe we should go get another puppy and ice cream.
Well, I don't know about puppies. I do love puppies. Don't get me wrong, I love puppies. We had to put our dog down back in September, and it was the saddest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. And that listen, I'm not trying to be someone with no heart. It was even harder than when my first wife passed away in a car wreck, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It was way harder than that. And listen, so basically I can't take the dog with me when I travel. So that's hard. And then it's not even that so much as this dog is eventually going to die.
Okay, we can just get ice cream.
Unless the dog is going to outlive me, I don't want it anymore. Like, I want you to bring all your dogs, and I want to love on them. I want to roll around with them on the ground and pet them and play fight with them.
Yeah.
But having my own is it's too fresh.
Okay, so a stuffed animal and ice cream.
Yeah, it's like getting a new mom right now because my mom also recently passed away. I don't want a new mom right now.
Are you okay? What have I done? I was trying to riff.
It's just too sad. Hey, good riff. See, they tell you,
God.
way to go, Jillian. Show them some shit.
How do I mute this thing? I'm done.
All right, hey, why don't you let's get us back on track here. Why don't you tell them where they can find us?
Okay. Besides right here where you are right now, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, OnlyFans, and Patreon. And that is all at the BLPA.
Yes. So you also forgot Pinterest, which is not, people don't really look at us. They don't look at us as a Pinterest crew. But listen, I'm not crafty as fuck, but I like to look at cool shit. And there's some cool shit on Pinterest. So I look there.
That's our slogan.
So, yeah. What there's cool shit on Pinterest. So go look at it.
We're not crafty, but
we're not crafty, but we like to look at cool shit. That's right. Shout out Jeff Peck for being here. Jeff Peck, you know Jeff. I told you he's my friend that I want all my friends to succeed in everything in life except Jeff Peck. I like him to lose hockey games.
Okay.
I said that last week when he wasn't here.
And YouTube. Oh no, I said YouTube. Okay, phew.
And YouTube. Here's the deal. That's Sue O'Connor right there. And I want to take 1 second out of my busy day of podcasting to beer leaguers around the world and say happy birthday to Sue O'Connor.
Happy
She
birthday,
is
Sue.
I love Sue. I love Sue's husband, Bill. Bill's a fucking wild man, and Sue keeps him in line and gets him to tournaments. But Sue also, she supports everything we do, and we love her.
Dang.
I love her. Tanis loves her. My kid Cooper loves her. He's always asking about Sue and popcorn, and so he's going to get to see Sue really soon in Chicago. So super stoked. But until you see Cooper in Chicago, Sue, yeah, fuck Bill. Fuck Bill. Put a
I
dollar in the
love her
fucking swear
already.
jar.
Holy cow.
Yes, we do have OnlyFans. I know people are asking, like, what's the OnlyFans? Yeah, we do have OnlyFans, but there's nothing on there yet because I get paid to work. All right. I'm not giving you,
True.
I'm not giving away the milk. All right.
Even Costco, no free samples, baby. You
yeah.
gotta
Listen,
buy the whole deal.
this isn't cocaine. All right. No free hits. I'm not trying to get you hooked. You should already be
Getting
hooked
free
just by looking right here. You should be like, yeah, that's a guy I want to OnlyFan. That guy right there. So,
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I mean, listen, they're true. I did make videos of people taking off their skates and showing skate feet. I thought maybe that would get us some hits.
Yeah.
Not yet, but it will. It will
You just
eventually.
gotta find the niche.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. Don't worry about it. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got we have the tournament we just in DC. Jillian has an action-packed show for us. I'm really just here for the ride. I'm here to be the good-looking part of the show. You know,
Mhm.
just look,
Every
everyone
show
stare at
needs
me. I
one.
mean, I'm not showing
Woo!
I'm not showing
Wow!
shoulder
Hey,
like Jill.
hey, my parents might be on here.
But nonetheless, a lot of things to get to today, Jillian. Oh, before we start, I just want to talk about Puck 10 Project really quick. We talked about it kind of leaving the show last time, but we're ready. We're ready to go on Puck 10 Project. We just need a 501c3 designation from the IRS to start collecting money that's tax deductible. But we have already gotten donations already in, so we're super stoked. Like we had like 500 people, $500
Awesome.
already donated to get this thing started off the ground. Shout out super VIP Johnny Dunham, who will probably be in here later, but he's also sitting on the board of directors for Puck 10 Project. Taylor Frazie's on the board too. My brother's on the board. So I just want to talk about, listen, the simple way to explain this is good people doing good things. That's what Puck 10 Project's about. There's a whole long explanation, a mission statement. I can go into it, but really, if you're a good person and you want to do good things and you want to try to make the world a better place, Puck 10 Project's for you, because we're going to take it and we're going to try to make the world better every single fucking day. That's the thing.
Every
Fucking
single
is actually,
pucking day.
no fucking.
Pucking.
That way, you know why? Because that way, every time I say it, I got to put $1 in the swear jar and then I can donate it to Puck 10 Project.
Oh, we're one step closer.
Yeah, one step closer to doing it. But we're getting off the ground. We're getting ready to open up. The first project is we want to get 500 people, $50,000 net, since people are calling me out on it already. So I just opened a Patreon for Puck 10, and what we'll do is we'll just collect. Everyone throw in $10 a month. It's actually 12 after fees, but throw in $12 a month, and we'll get it going. And we're going to give a scholarship, $1,000 scholarship to every state to get a kid on the ice that can't afford to play. That's our first project.
So cool.
Second project, we're going to bring back Commishi Claus. We've done this before in a way, but we a couple years ago we heard about this beer leaguer who they'd had twins, but they were premature, so they were in NICU, and it was around Christmas time, and they also had other kids, but they were spending so much time at the hospital, and all their money was going into here, and they were like, we don't know if the kids are going to be able to have Christmas. And one of our BLPA fans told us about it, and I was like, oh, we need to do something about it. We collected a bunch of money, bought them a bunch of Christmas presents, sent a BLPA crew there to play BLPA Claus and give them gifts. And so I want to do that again this year, because I really like doing shit like that. I think it's fun, and I think it's cool, and I think it really helps beer leaguers in the community out. So if you have someone that you think is gonna, I know it's only July, but let's get this planning. Let's do this big. I'll get a Santa Claus suit. I'll walk around and ho 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 and give away beer league presents, I think. So
Dang.
so that's Puck 10 Project. That's the shit we're gonna do. I mean, if people, life is hard. Life isn't easy. Lots of things going on. I mean, you could lose your puppy and be sad like I did, and then Jillian brings it up right in the show to kind of set off the tone. But life is hard, and we know that things come up, and we want to be there to say, hey, there's a whole crew of fuckers that got your back, and it's us, the BLPA and Puck 10. That's us. All right. Put another $1 in the swear jar. Let's go.
Oh
Okay. Where we go from here?
We got to do it. You're going to talk about tournament. DC.
Ooh, yeah, DC. Hey, listen, I don't want to pat myself on the back or anything. I don't do that. I don't do that ever. But I want to tell you about this division in DC, and this almost never happens. All right. So we had a 6-team division. That's basically 10 games over the weekend. Every team's playing 3 games plus championship, 10 games, 4 of them were ties, 2 of them were 1-goal games, and another was a 2-goal game. That's what you call parity, my friends. And we finally did it. We had a great division in. It was actually a really good tournament in DC. Everyone was pretty cool. One fight we had, and it happened. Listen, it happens like this all the time. Not exactly like this, but it's always a dude that like takes a run at a chick, and then the guy comes in and stands up for the chick, and it causes a fight. It's a tale as old as time itself. And I was watching it, and I went live barn. Like the chick came in feisty as fuck, and she gave him a few shots, and he just turned around, gave her a little, how do you do? And then the guy came in to defend her honor, and that's just how it went. So I don't really know who was really to blame. I mean, on the ice, we're all equals. We're all equals. So it's not male, female. It's just hockey players. And so it was a hockey thing, but it was kind of a little dust up, which that
How did it end up?
Just people saying fuck you a lot, and one guy, 2 guys getting kicked out of the game, and the girl continuing to play.
Woo! Girl power.
Oh, so hard being a woman. I see.
It's so hard to be a girl. Pretty prevalent.
Yeah, starting shit and get to play stay in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was a great tournament. I mean, fun times. I mean, parking lot party was fucking bumping. I gotta get a little budget to get a golf cart, because walking around the parking lots, I like to go to all the different little tents where the people are set up and just talk bullshit. Let them ask questions, what they want to ask, let them get shit off their chest, let them get drunk with me there, all that stuff. There's a lot of fucking walking when it's hot. So I need to get a little golf cart. I could rollerblade, but it'd be better if I had a golf cart. Just
maybe your heart, maybe your body and heart like you walking more than golf carting.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, for sure. But my body and heart aren't the same as just me when what I want.
Okay.
Right? My brain
My bad.
says,
How dare I?
My brain says get in a golf cart drive. And listen, I could hook up beer to that thing it would be rad. But it was a great tournament. DC BLP batch. Next bash coming up, Lake Placid. You got to fucking sign up. If we want to make Lake Placid happen, your team's got to sign up. Charlotte, same thing. Then we got Minnesota, but then we got a lot of drafts kind of in there. Cleveland is another bash that is in August. So hopefully we'll get some teams and get that going. Because listen, I like seeing people play hockey. I like getting them drunk. I like feeding them burgers and dogs. And yeah, good times.
Good Doppler.
Yeah. So I just wanted, I don't know if you saw the comment, but I got told, nice skin, Nick. Ball's in your court, Jillian.
I already got 2 skins out.
Oh, bad. Okay.
So come on.
Let me get the other one going here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now it's getting a little raunchy. Gonna have to put explicit on this, but
only
for
fans
reasons.
I do. I already have explicit because I say
different reasons. NSFW.
I don't know if you know this, but I say the F word a lot, and I'm not sorry. I just say it a lot, and I'm sorry.
Is this the ASMR version? This is the ASMR portion of our show.
Turn it up. Be a beauty. Listen, subscribe, rate, and review. Let's get it.
Okay.
I hate that.
What are we going to next?
Speaking of things that I hate, I just wanted to vent about something that happened to me this weekend. Because if you know me, you'll know that I always will have something to complain about if you ask me at any given moment. But here's my vent, because I know that we can vent about, real things that actually matter. But here's my issue. Influencers in the wild who negatively impact the environment of those around them. I am all for getting a good shot, getting a good picture, taking the moment, get that bag, sponsor your Instagram, get that money. I'm all about it. But here, let me set it up for you. My friend came to visit from Minnesota. We go to Napa. Napa, characteristically, a nice place. People travel from a few miles away to go there. So we're at a winery. It's quiet. First of all, it's hot. It's hot. That doesn't matter, but it's still so hot. And we're in the garden. It's peaceful. You got your wine. And then these 2 girls come walking down the stairs. And I'm like, oh, they have really interesting outfits on. But then we see they are each holding a tripod. I'm like, oh, here we go. So they set up their tripods, 2 different angles, and they are not only just filming silently, it is a clear TikTok recording where it's going bum, 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 bring, la 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 la, like the whole song, that 8-second bit on repeat. They did at least 4 times. These other people walked down for their reservation and they're sitting there. They're like, oh, is this like a professional thing? And they're like, no, That's it. Like, you're not even being nice and you're already in people's way. Oh, well, let us know if we get in the way. They're like, we'll work around you. I'm like, excuse me, who do you think you are? And thank the Lordy it was time for us to leave, but I can't take it. I
Hmm.
can't take it anymore.
Interesting. Well, here's the deal. I don't know if I'm considered an influencer, but I would never.
Well,
But
how obnoxious are
I,
you
I
in
would.
public?
Listen, I would say that there are some people that think I'm obnoxious. I would even go so far as to say there are people that don't like me, which is weird.
No.
Which is fucking weird. I'm a very likable person. I'll always have the conversation with you. I try, like, even when you say shit that I don't like, I try not to do like I try, yeah, sure. I try to
Yeah.
tell people what they want to hear to avoid conflict in the moment.
Yeah.
Most times, most times. But I will say I have experienced some influencers doing some things, but for me, I'm a live and let live guy. If you're
That's
gonna
fine.
do
See,
you,
okay, even Johnny's saying in the gym, even gym influencers like the Fitspo people, if they're like in their own space, minding their business, and they're not the ones who like get so mad if someone walks in front of their camera, I can handle that. It's when someone acts like, excuse me, I own this gym, and why are you here right now? Like that I can't take.
you know what I hate? Speaking of going in front
Tell
of
me.
cameras, like I take photos sometimes of the
Okay.
tournaments. I take pretty decent photos. I think I take pretty decent photos. People tell me they like my photos. When the fucking referee runs a shot because he's skating in front of, I'm so fucking angry. So I get where these people
Hey,
are coming
that ref
from.
just wants this moment.
I know, but no, it's like you have like this perfect shot, and if the ref wouldn't have skated by right there, you'd have like this perfect like goalie like windmilling the shit out of people. And so I just I get where those people are coming from, but I also get that. Hey, listen, this world has a lot of people that only care about themselves, and
Mhm.
I've also fallen into the trap of only caring about myself. But if we just took a step back and
Mhm.
said, "Hey, what would be good? What would be good for everyone?
Yeah.
What would be good for everyone is if you went to Puck 10 Project and followed us, uh,
Drop that.
or
Or
patreon.com/WLPA. Help make our show better.
that's right. Be a
We
James
got
Brown. Be more like
be
James.
like James. I forgot to. Ooh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pull another. We did get another person on the $25 tier. Jason Mildenhall. Mendenhall. Sorry. We'll mouth hug the shit out of him next week.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Get that mouth
I'll
ready.
warm it up.
Yeah, get that
That
mouth
gives him
ready.
time to tell us what kind of style he wants his read in.
Yeah, like just listen, Jason. Just respond to us. Let us know, and end it with Jillian. What that mouth do?
Turn it up.
If you're digging the show, support us through patreon.com/BLPA.
The most greatest.
And you have to put your suggestion.
Okay, my real vent about, or let's say tournament, since we're talking about you
Yeah.
did that. I'll come back to the hockey. My vent is whenever there are close games in tournaments, and the team that loses is always angry and blames it on ringers.
And blames
Oh,
that on what?
ringers, like, oh, that team
Oh,
had
oh, oh,
ringers.
oh, okay.
I really that really gets on because I'm literally watching a game and it's a good game. Like I want to see
Yeah.
good as a guy that runs the tournament. I want to see tie games. And when it's a 1-goal game, that's a good fucking game. I don't
Yeah.
care if they outshot you 60-14. It's still 3-2. Like cool. Like it's a good game in my. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, you might not feel like it, but it's a close game. It's a good game. That's my vent. And then when they just come up to me and they want to get in my face about it, which luckily didn't happen in DC. But then the second one is there's tiebreakers for a reason. Sometimes there's ties, and when the tiebreaker goes against your team and then you get mad at the tiebreaker, like
Yes.
I really went into this thing and then changed it last second. I didn't. It's just
Yes.
everyone goes by the same rules, and that's just how it worked out. I'm sorry, but you could also have guaranteed that you didn't get in a tiebreaker by winning that last game instead of tying with that team. That would have
Well,
been perfect. You could have got there. You could have
that's
got
it's if you're okay with it to start, and then when it doesn't go your way, that's when you get angry. That's what
yeah.
drives me nuts.
And I want to just make a comment. Like Kyle's right now, man. If you're getting outshot by 40, you're getting dummied. Hey, Kyle, I want to say yes, you are
Mhm.
correct. I was probably being a little facetious on the shots, also knowing that it's beer league timekeeper that's taking shots. So shots could also have been if they put it anywhere in the vicinity of the net, right? I didn't watch the game to see that much. I just watched the last part of the game.
Mm.
But I will say, if you're legitimately getting 40 shots, you're getting dummied, and your goalie kept you in it. Cool, I can understand that. But usually, when you see like when you're in a division and you can see the divisions, there was like I said, there was 4 ties and how many 1 goal games. You would say those are it's a pretty even, right? And yeah, we get rules sent the week before. The captain should know. I do send the rules out the Monday before the tournament, and so it's not even it's not the captain that came up to me. It was just one guy, and he went on and on. And he's like, I could tell you how to run this 6-team division because I run soccer, and I'm like, just start your own. Start
Go
your own
play
tournament.
soccer.
It just
Yeah.
really gets.
Go ahead. Go
There's
ahead.
nothing wrong
I
with
don't
soccer.
own this entire field.
Yeah, listen, remember the running tournaments is easy. Running them is easy. Monkey could do it. Go do it yourself.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
So, all right,
Okay.
that's my
Well,
bet.
speaking of, because you're starting,
I want to hear Jeff. I want to hear Jeff Peck's vents, and I want to hear.
oh,
I want to hear Super VIP Johnny Dunham's vents, and I also want to hear James Brown's vents. Give us your hockey vents.
James, we do need a vent. Well, because Johnny was saying that when he goes to the gym and they're the people who set up the tripod, but
Yeah, but
that was because of me.
what is Johnny? He just said he'd not going to the gym. He just made that up. What do you see that on
He
TikTok,
didn't say what
Johnny?
he does when he gets there.
See
Maybe
that on
there's a
TikTok?
smoothie bar.
Oh, what about those girls that like put their phone in their back pocket and then film all the people that look at their butt?
Okay, as if someone isn't just being like, "Oh, what's in that girl's back pocket?" Or like,
Yeah,
"You're not telling me that your eyes aren't like darting around," and they took the like, "Wait, there was one tiny second when he may have been looking at my cheeks."
and they probably put a light on it so the light
Yeah.
shines like, and so like, what's that
Look
light?
here, please.
I'm
I
gonna try
need
that.
content.
I'm gonna try that for sure. I'm gonna put it in my back pocket, and then I'm gonna get everyone that looks at my cheeks. I'm just
I
post
think we should have you walking around the grocery store and seeing who's getting a
But
little
what
peep
I'm
at
not
those
gonna tell them
cheekers.
is I'm literally just going to be wearing a thong. So everyone will be looking. They'll be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" And I'll say,
How are
"See,
you gonna
they're
put
all
your
looking."
phone in there?
We'll figure that out. Listen, I'm pretty. I can
That
figure it out.
strap's
Like,
gotta be heavy duty.
what if I like get like some skin paste and it's literally just stuck to my cheek?
Skin paste.
Yeah, where you makes it sticky, like you put it on your
No, I
butt,
know it.
and
I
it's
know
just
what you
sticky,
mean.
then you stick it on your phone, and then it's just right there. It's just
Okay,
sticky.
you should try that.
But okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Um,
Next.
but I anyway, moving right along, but I did say, because we're complaining about hockey drama, I also wanna know, because we talked about ringers last week,
Yeah, yeah.
that there are stereotypes on every team, and if you were to build your fantasy beer league team of stereotypes, what would that look like?
Sorry, I'm just laughing
What
at
is
Jeff.
this?
I'm
You
just
kidding?
laughing at Jeff
Oh,
Peck's feet.
Jeff. What did Jeff
Jeff Peck,
say?
what like and here, that's not even fair to me, Jeff, at all. At one, listen, I'm gonna move on. It's just not fair because it wasn't even a draft where that happened where I missed one shot, bud. Like I see the NHLs do it sometimes too. Fuck, bud. Okay, moving on. So you want to
That's
build
good
like you
today.
want okay, listen, Jillian's not she's only 2/3 a hockey guy right now because we're gonna
Yeah.
get her on the ice. So she doesn't understand the dynamics of the team. So uh what are the type of people that are on teams? Well, I mean, obviously you have the ringer,
We
the
talked
guy
about
you bring
ringers.
in because he's got to carry a team. And,
Yep.
I'm just going to build BLPA people around this. So we'll have like a traditional team BLPA. Um, Jeff Peck, he's a ringer. He says he's not a ringer, but he just comes in. All he's there to do is score goals. He doesn't care about defense. He doesn't care about helping his team win. He just wants to score them goals. So ringer, that's a ringer guy right
Okay,
there.
that's one.
And normally what they'll do is they'll go down and they'll play in like the lowest divisions of hockey and say things like, just want to take it easy. Just want to play with my bros.
Mm,
Just chilling. And then, but when it comes down to it, that's those guys.
okay, yeah.
You have the guy that's not very good and he's afraid to be cut from the team. So he becomes like the team captain and he handles all the admin, all the paperwork. He does everything he can so they can't kick him off the team. I'm going to guess that's me in this team. Then you have the guys that, okay, I'm not taking shots.
But
You have the position that never wants to pay, but the
mm,
whole team wants him to pay, but he doesn't pay. He thinks he doesn't have to pay because he spent all this money on equipment. When in all actuality, if you do the math to it, it's not really that far off than being a player. But you do
mhm,
need him. You do need him out there.
mm.
The goalie. Yeah, the
I was gonna
goalie.
say, does it rhyme with schmoly?
No, it's a goalie. And listen, goalies are going to get their fucking. Oh, can't believe he said that. Um, he they don't always not want to pay. There are a lot of people that feel entitled. They literally went into the position and then say, well, I chose to be a goalie because the goalies don't pay. But it's like, come on, bud. Like, you don't go in there expecting not to pay, right? But there are goalies that pay their fair amount. Let's not jump on Nick. Let's not get this thing going. I've had goalies threaten to run my beer league career in realistically. Like, I've had threats in my beer league podcasting career. So let's not get it twisted that Nick doesn't like goalies. I love goalies. I just think
we're just making a blanket statement to make everyone feel
I think that they should pay their fair share is all. I mean, we're all adults. You chose to play the position. You chose to get the pads, whatever. It's like I say, hey, you know what? I need that $500 stick, but I can't pay my full league fees because I chose to get that $500 stick, but whatever. I don't know who there's not really a goalie I can think of that doesn't want to pay in the BLP that's been such an open advocate about it because like even our Dexes, they pay the same price as everyone. And one time I created a goalie shirt and I made it $1 more expensive than our other shirts just to get back at goalies. And it worked. And it worked. So yeah, so I don't want to call anyone out on goalie, but if any of you guys in the comments, or if you want to comment on our Spotify question of the week, who's a goalie that just demands to not pay or he won't even show up, you leave it in that. And then you have the guy that he's supposed to pay, but he always forgets his wallet. Checkbook, left my checkbook at home, but it's 2024. Ain't no one writing checks anymore. So you have that guy. Maybe I should just call Jeff Peck. I should just call Jeff Peck out on this. That's Jeff Peck. I've never ran a team with Jeff Peck, so I don't know if that's true. No one jump on Jeff Peck.
Everyone jump on Jeff Peck.
Oh, showing skin.
Hot take.
Whoa, let's go, Jeff. And then let's see, who else do we have out here? You have the guy that always argues with the referees.
I love those.
That's Tyler Dickinson in the BLPA. Shout out Tyler. He's always mad at referees. I get it. And listen, again, I want to tell people what I say this because I want to be upfront and 100% honest to everybody out here. I say this at every tournament, and I want referees to know that I say it because it's not necessarily a shot at you. It just is how it is. Look me in the eyeballs, referees. If you're watching this, look me in the eyeballs. I always say this. Hey, guys, who's a referee in this room? And usually people won't raise their hand, which is fine. I say, here's the deal. The referees here suck. I know it. You know it. They know it. We all know it. They're beer league referees. They're not professionals. So don't treat them like dicks. I'm just letting people know you're going to miss calls. You know it. I know it's a hard job. And guess what? If there were a lot of referees in that room, it would be a lot different, but no one wants to referee. So, when I say you suck, it's a term of endearment. I'm just letting people know this is just how it's going.
No one can do it better. You suck, but also no one's going to do it better than you. So
exactly. The drunk, James Brown is correct. The drunk. Here, I want to call out here Matthew Broderick a little bit. Not that Matthew Broderick. We actually have a guy that plays on our team. Matthew, great hockey player. Great. I
was like, oh.
But on Saturdays at Dex's, that guy drinks every beer in the place. He's not. He struggles on Saturdays because he's drunk, which is cool. Not saying
Does he then struggle on Sundays because he's hungover?
He doesn't struggle on Sundays because he's not drunk.
Oh.
Especially like our tournaments are set up. Like if it's not a 6-team draft, if it's just a 4-team, you can lose every game. You can lose every game on Saturday and still win the tournament on Sunday. And so he's just like, well, I'm just going to get drunk. So, who else could be there? Is there anyone else? Anyone else? Going once, going twice. There's so many. We kind of put us on the spot. Like you added this last night, and I didn't look at it till today, so I didn't get anything. But we'll revisit. We'll take comments, and if you have comments,
good. I just want to know if anyone else has another opinion because I feel like you hit all the ones that are obvious and that are universal.
Well, you like if you talk about tournament teams too, you have the ladies' man, the guy that's always like hitting on the chicks no matter what happens. Like if you go out, it's like, oh, but we're gonna go get in. And like most of the dudes are married. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I'm not going to go out and hit on chicks with you. Cause we're married and that's a tough one. So you have those guys, you have sometimes when you go on the tournament team, you have the guy that always wants to go out and like go to like expensive restaurants. You're like, bro, like, so we're not at a hockey tournament. We don't need $200 sushi meals here.
And that's the same guy who's like, no, well, you guys get this one. I'll just Venmo you later. And then
that's I always kind of get stuck there. And like people like, oh, we go out for like a team thing and they're like, oh, we can only take one form of payment. And I'm like, fuck.
I'm not putting my card down.
I know it's coming to me. Shit.
I mean, I get those points,
but for the most part, I mean, when we've done that, everyone has Venmo'd me respectfully, right? So
okay, win-win.
Yeah, win-win, and I get the points, And you know what I use points for? To go to more tournaments. So,
giving back to the people,
to myself, yeah. So I hate with kids. I hate parents that expect NHL quality out of their kids. Listen, that's a whole nother topic. That's like everyone comes to me. Everybody comes to me and they say, "Hey, why don't you do youth tournaments? Like you do good at youth tournaments." And I say, "Here's the deal. I deal with beer leaguers. That's fucking enough. All right, because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go deal with kids, and I'm still going to have to deal with the beer leaguers, but I'm also going to have to deal with the people that don't actually play hockey. They're not beer leaguers at all. They're just parents that think their kids are hot shit and they want to yell and bitch and moan and cry about everything. Adults, I can usually put in their place. I cannot put a Karen in her place. I'm sorry, just not.
There's no reasoning. You can't make sense of nonsense. That's why I'm literally. We have to discuss this in depth next week because as a coach, I also see this with my teams, and I'm losing my mind. I can't take it, James.
Start my kid. My kid needs to play more. Start
they're not getting any play time. I'm like, well, they also aren't good, so I don't know what to tell you. And they don't try.
Tell your kid to get better.
Yeah, your kid sucks. That's just what I say. And then
you know what? Kids don't try at things these days. I noticed that. Like kids just don't try at things
because they don't have to. These kids haven't been. No kid has the rub a little dirt on it mentality that so many of us way better people were.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Sorry, I want to turn this into a political conversation. Hey, let's talk about the debate.
How's the debate?
Someone asked me about that. I'm like, I don't know. They both just stood up there and lied, and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. Like it was basically
terrible.
It's basically like listening to Jeff Peck talk about all the goals that he scored. He's just lying about them,
Ha.
So actually, he does score a lot of goals. Okay.
Okay. We did.
So basically, all that drama. It's just all.
Did you
drama.
ever put the trivia last week? The answers? Did you put it in our?
No, I never did put it. So why don't you announce it? You're a
liar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. I just said it's like a debate. We're just sitting here lying.
All right. Just like the presidents, we lie. Okay. So our trivia last week was. No, we said it. Who it was? Who lost the most teeth during a game?
Oh, I thought you talked about the longest overtime game.
And the longest overtime. We did do the longest overtime, but we never said how many teeth because I said it was Duncan Keith because his name rhymes with teeth.
Yes.
He lost 7. Yeah, because you went like 32.
Well,
do we have that many?
I don't. Am I a dentist? Do I look like I'm a scientist? Yes, but I'm not a dentist. All right.
I don't know. You're wearing glasses. I thought you were smart.
Well, no, I am. I'm a scientist. That's not my area of study.
Okay, right? Scientists don't know numbers big much.
No.
Okay, but now I have 2 new questions.
Okay, 2 new questions,
and we'll see if you do put these on or not.
Okay, but here's the deal.
Okay,
we're gonna start giving away like winning stuff. You're in charge of this, of winning. So what do you want to give people? Mostly it's I'm a boobologist. You are correct, Jeff. Thank you. But yeah, it's been my lifelong study, and a lot of people I know study. I'm a lifelong. Like I have a lot of colleagues.
Yeah, that'd be really tough.
We're gonna give away a t-shirt every time. All right. So
okay.
See, 32 is correct. Maybe I am a dentist.
I didn't say you were wrong. I just questioned if you were right.
Maybe I am a dentist. Let's go.
That's all that dentists do is tell people how many teeth are in their mouth.
32.
Okay. But first, because we're talking about drama, I may have gotten a little sneak preview of a dramatic retelling of drama because we can all complain about people who are on the beer leaguers team. But is anyone really brave enough to come out and say it in this kind of forum? If we disguise their face and their voice?
Okay.
Could we hear some drama?
Here's a new segment. It's called TBD, the beer league drama. And I haven't added Law and Order music to it, but here's what we're gonna get. You ready? Okay, you do it.
Okay.
It's your mouth.
Dum dum. Okay.
Hey, I'm only going to do this. You said you'd protect, change my voice, make sure no one sees my face. Cool. Okay. Here's our beer league drama. Listen, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. We have a group of guys, we're heading into our second or third season with the team, and I sat down to do the math on the team fee. It turns out that the guy running the team is allegedly pocketing about $80 per player on the team from their fees and playing for free. The dude doesn't drink. He doesn't bring beer, doesn't bring anything to contribute to the group. There aren't any practices or jerseys that this is going to. He does do other admin stuff, I acknowledge. He'll find subs, and he handles talking to the rink, but this can't be normal, right? I mean, I asked him for transparency on the financials. He said he would, but he hasn't. I've asked him about last season's fees. It appears he pocketed quite a bit of money. $800 to $1,000. We had a huge roster. I'm sure our goalie plays free. I know he plays free, but $800 is a lot of money. And I'm just trying to figure this out. That's my beer league drama.
All right. Okay. That's
okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
A little drama.
Ooh, that's a pretty big accusation to levy against your like $1,000. And listen, hey, I wish I could make $1,000 for every team that I GM'd a season. That'd have been nice. But let's first off talk about all the stuff a GM does. He deals with obviously the subs he's mentioned. He deals with jerseys. He deals with talking to the league. He deals with all that stuff that no one wants to do. But so I mean, maybe this guy should be getting paid for doing that stuff. But
you can't get paid and not tell people that you're getting paid by it. I think that's where the issue is. There's no, you can't be like, well, I deserve this. Like someone who's working at Cold Stone can't be like, I did pretty good on that last Love It. I think I'm going to take a couple extra bucks off of it. Like, no, that has to be communicated.
Yeah. Well, okay. Maybe he just should. Maybe it was just one of those things where he charged and said, "Would you like the tip?" Like every time now that I go to McDonald's,
He like spins the iPad around when he's charging the
"Oh,
fees.
here you go.
Couple questions here for you.
That's I totally understand. It's totally fine if you say 0, but just they make us do this. You want to tip us?
Yeah, and they're like staring at you watching.
Yeah, I think it's is it shitty that he's skimming off the top? Yes. Yeah. Does a guy running the team and dealing with stuff that you don't want to do deserve to maybe make a little? Also, yes.
Should that be discussed and agreed upon? Also yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, listen, it's definitely worth conversation for sure. I mean, I would approach the guy and ask him, which is he said that guy did. I'll have to follow up on this guy, but I think that's it's a shit. $800 is a lot for one season.
Yeah.
But it can't be. If the guy said that the roster was pretty big, and then he said $80 a player. So the math, to me, that's what I would say. Well, the math seems a little off if you're saying that it's 80.
Yeah, you're a dentist, not a math guy.
Check. I can't hear anybody in my headphones here. Hold on.
Oh, it's okay. I can hear you in your microphone.
Hello. There we go. I'm back. Okay.
Okay.
That was weird. I must.
Don't worry. You are always here.
My elbow. Yeah. So the math was off, but in general, I'm gonna go. My hot take is that people that run teams should, if it was between the people that run the team and a goalie who should play for free, it should be the people that run the teams and have to deal with all the admin stuff.
But that wasn't even his thing. But yeah, maybe they do deserve money, but the issue was this guy. Oh, he can't hear. We can still hear you.
This is so weird. I can't talk again.
Oh my gosh, you have to donate to the Patreon. He needs new headphones. The show can't go on.
It's not headphones. It was my mixer. I'm going to push this in. So I guess I'm hitting buttons because I was hearing and then I think I was just isolating people. This is why we have to donate to the Patreon so we can have people that run the show. So I can just sit here and worry about the things I'm supposed to talk about, not having to do all this button pushing.
For just 69 cents a day, you can supply Nick with new headphones.
Or if not,
let's
pay other things so I can skim off the top like this GM for crying out loud.
See, Hank says sketchy. I'm Team Hank.
Yeah. See, Hank, listen, you got to talk to tell your team about this drama. All right. Tell them about it and let them know that either they start ponying up so you don't lose money or you're going to start skimming off the top. Just the way it is.
Or maybe there's an in between. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I don't know. That seems a little too hard to
Okay.
discuss. It's one or the other here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm being too kind. Hank, how dare you lose money? Okay, I did actually have our trivias that we have to say for next week, 'cause someone wants a t-shirt. Someone needs a shirt this week. Okay, wait, James, we always gotta hear what James has to say. Not for beer league. Buy ice for like 4 skates, and you pay the barn for the making. Then yes, making money is fine. Okay, not for beer league. That's not okay.
Listen, here's the deal.
Sketchy. Everyone says sketchy.
I make money running hockey stuff. But you guys all know, like you guys know
But
I'm a
that's
business,
clear.
right?
That's up front.
Yeah, it's clear. It has to be clear. So if this guy was to come and say, "Hey, I'm going to charge everyone $50 extra," cool. What I would do if I was this gentleman, as I would say, here's
Or
the deal.
lady.
Yes. If I was one of the boys, and by boys I mean everybody,
Mhm.
buys. I guess you say buys, like they say. If I was
The
one of the
buys.
buys, I would set the team amount to pay for the league, whatever that is, divided by how many players. I would let me play for free as a GM, and I would say, "Hey, I'm doing all this work." And then if I wanted to make money, I would also say, "Okay, I'm going to charge the subs, and it's going to go in a pot." Right? And where
Okay.
that pot goes, it can be discussed. I would like to have that pot because I'm having to find the subs. I'm having
Yeah.
to spend my time. Sometimes I would even, as a guy that ran a league, I'd have to take jerseys home and wash them and bring them back and do all that stuff,
Are
right?
you creating that work for yourself, or is it like you
Well,
had to?
well, I mean, if I wanted it to run the way I wanted it to run in my brain,
Okay.
so yeah. I mean, I guess I
Okay.
was, right? But then when the people aren't paying for the jerseys, and like I paid for the jerseys out of pocket, um, I want to make sure that they all arrived and got back, and so people could use them. And so, because I just ran like a little draft league, and it was only 20 people, so I fronted the jerseys. No one wanted to pay for them, so I just took them
Mhm.
back, washed them. But anyway,
Oh,
mm,
well, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah,
Jeff thinks he can agree with you, but I don't know if I agree with Jeff.
let's go. Read it.
He says, "That's business. Time is money. If someone takes the liberty to handle everything for a team of 10 to 15 people, that's fair. $80 per person may be a bit much, but that's business. Kroger doesn't ask me if it's okay if they profit off my grocery purchase. Time is money, baby."
Fuck
But you also
Kroger.
know that Kroger is a business. You don't know that this
Yeah,
captain is a business. I
yeah,
think that's where I'm getting hung up.
yeah. But then you also go on Carlo. He goes on to say, irony is that after the team discusses it, they kick out this captain, and the team falls apart shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
So I guess I mean, listen, if you're good, if you think if you're having a good time on this team, and you don't much miss the $80 and everything's going good, maybe let them keep the money. If because a lot of people don't realize how much it does take to run a team. Like, it's a pain in the ass. It's a
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
I
And
don't
so
think that we're taking away from that. I think it just
just don't be
doesn't feel right
shady.
to be lied to.
You guys, this is theft in general
Thefty.
sense. This is thefty. Yeah, I'm not calling the guy a thief. I would never,
Thefty behavior.
I would never call people such shitty things. All right,
I would say much worse.
unless they really deserve it, and if they deserve it, I'll call them whatever they need to be called.
Yes.
But,
But
yes, at the end of the day, let's not be thefty. Let's discuss it. Let's
okay.
be upfront. But if you gotta make that money, make that money. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Okay. You start making a good point, and then it goes
Yeah,
farther.
because I don't want to be known
It
as the guy that
keeps
only
going.
makes good points. I want to be. I want to be Alright.
Okay, I've talked about this trivia like 4 times. I would be like yelling at myself by now. Okay, so we have
Hey,
the
let me
team
change the
questions.
topic. JK.
I'm getting off of this. I do want to hear. We need to have another drama for next week. So if someone has one, leave a comment or send us an email or
I'll
send us a
protect
DM or something.
I'll protect your identity.
Yeah, we can do
So,
that whole voice
yeah,
disguiser.
which is cool.
Send an email, send a DM. I want to hear it.
Send a DM.
Hit me in my DMs.
The BLPA Big Show, coming to you live from a locker room or parking lot near you for the game with a beer at BLPA Big Show.
All right, give
Okay.
them the answers for crying out loud.
I gave him the answers. 7.
Okay.
Remember?
And
Then he went in the whole
Keith,
dentist.
and then what was so Duncan Keith, 17th.
We got
That was
2
the
new.
most ever lost. And then can
We
you
did
tell them
overtime.
what the longest overtime and who it was?
We did. I thought we did. Maybe
we
I
do it
just read the answer to myself. It was 6 overtimes.
With, and who are the teams?
Detroit at the Montreal Maroons. It was in
Wow.
1936. So
Okay, long time ago. Okay. Hey, Elvis Presley was born in
that?
1935, so that was a long time ago.
Oh my God, you're a historian and a dentist
Yeah,
and a
listen,
boobologist. How do you have time to do
multifaceted.
anything?
It's crazy. I know. I am a very talented man. All right.
Okay. New trivias for this week. What is Jeff is on one today. Okay. Trivias for this week. This means someone gets a t-shirt, right? If they get this right.
Yep.
Okay. Which
Jeff is a funny guy. That's a funny comment.
he's a fun guy and a funny guy. He's a
Fun time
mushroom.
guy. Ooh, crying. A little
Okay. Which NHL do you need a minute? I can take a second. I'll
Nope,
let you
just
have your
go.
time. Okay.
Listen, I'm just thinking about
Oh my
I'm just thinking
God.
about interviewing this guy, and this guy's in their disguised voice, and the GM pops in and just starts beating the hell out of him. I just think that'd be funny. Think about the video we would make if that really
We should do a dramatic reenactment of it.
Good one, Jeff. Good one. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Which NHL team holds the record for the longest winning streak in a single season? If you know the team and the streak,
Leave it in our Google. Leave it in our Spotify.
leave it in the Spotify. Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
Which is actually, this is kind of related. Not really, a little bit. Who was the youngest player to ever score 100 points in an NHL season?
Okay. Leave those. We'll have those questions in the Spotify. If you answer it correctly, or you could leave it in the comments of this video, or you could leave it on YouTube or Twitch. Any of those comments, we'll see them, and we can we'll choose a winner, and they get a shirt. Speaking of winning,
Speaking of winners,
we have a couple other winners to give from comments, but I also want to talk about this free VIP draft experience we're giving away.
Ooh.
It's from our secret word of the week. I know you guys are listening to this podcast here live right now, if you are live, but listen, we gotta get downloads because that helps us in the rankings. And so after this, I pull it out, I go in, I put a secret word in. There's also a contest link that's in the group and on the Facebook page that you can go and enter the secret word that you hear. And we're going to have 10 weeks. And then after 10 weeks, every time you enter it right, you get entries into the stuff, and you can get more entries by like sharing and all that stuff. But you can find that on the contest link. What we'll do is we'll do a live draw, and they'll get a free draft experience, Philadelphia draft experience. That's $449, by the way. And I'll also pay for their hotel for the weekend.
Whoa.
Lodging, not hotel, lodging. So wherever I say, it could be a tent. I don't know.
It's a tent. You're camping.
And it will work this week. It works now, right now, James Brown. I changed it because the word that I said was actually 2 words, and they wouldn't let me split it. So I made it 1 word, all uppercase. And yes, so that's that. People want us to talk about the fresh characters for the BLPA trailer. We will in just 1 second, but I want to do the thing for the comments that we did.
Yeah.
Right? Let me talk about the comments first. Chartable keeps track of our rankings, and did you know we were like the top 35 hockey show of the week last week?
Which you said that was like your dream. You're like, you got to break top 50. And
I wanted
35?
to break top 50, and we got 35 in the first week. And the only way we can do that is to keep getting downloads. And listen, I get it. We're never going to be number 1. We're spitting chicklets. We're never going to be
Don't say that.
ESPN. We don't have a $150 million company. Like, we don't have a marketing team. We don't spend any money on marketing things. All we have is a bunch of beer league drunken degenerate fucks that just like what we do, and they like having fun, and they like laughing, and that's what we're about. But if you keep downloading it, I mean, we could get in the top 15. We can get to top 20. That's the next one, top 20, and then top 10. Obviously, I'd like to be number 1, but that's a long way off. But I think we can get up there with some of the big boys, and maybe, just maybe, we get up there. We can start having a marketing budget and start being part of them. But listen, I'm never gonna be like spitting chiclets. I just not gonna do it.
That's because you'll just be better.
Not gonna do it. Mainly because I never played in the NHL, so I can't be like them.
There's still time. Don't give up that dream.
That's the one thing I'm gonna ask. I want to get some GMs on our show. Like I should have given Craig Conroy, when I talked to him in the airport, I should have gave him my card.
Yep.
And I could just say, hey, listen, when are you gonna start scouting the beer leagues? And let us know. Are you actually scouting them? We really need to know, because we think you are. Are you? No? Are you? Yeah. No. But nonetheless, so make sure you download the show on Chartable or on Apple Podcast or Spotify. That's how we get our downloads. And through those downloads, we also did a contest on Game 7 when the Oilers, sadly, well, not really, lost the Stanley Cup. Great. It was a great game. But we said, if you just go and comment Oilers stink, we'll enter you into a draw. And we finally got all those comments back. And there were some doozies.
Yeah.
So why don't you read? I'm sorry, not comments, reviews. 5-star reviews, and they left a review. Here's a couple of the best ones.
Okay. I'm going to do my second favorite and then my favorite. So this is like the lead up into the winner. Okay. The Oilers do cocaine in the locker room. ... Probably. Is the title. Yeah, the Oilers stink, but this podcast doesn't. Join your favorite Oaklandadian host and his revolving cast of characters for his beer league news, benchside food reviews, and mediocre hockey with top-notch beer drinking. Butthole shown only with consent.
See them buttholes only if you're consenting. Okay,
that's a good one. Who was that? Butthole in a comment review. I'm in. Okay, next title. 12-ounce curls, no more. Ever since I started listening to this podcast, I have developed my forearm strength to do curls with tall boys now. It's great for learning about how the Oilers stink and general beer league talk. I also saved 4 kittens from a house fire and still had half an episode left to listen for my ride home.
Hell yeah, let's go. Who was it? Who were the two?
Well, okay. J Piz 3 was Cokehead.
Let's go, J Piz.
Burkzilla was our tall boy curler.
Burkzilla. Hey, Burkzilla. It sounds like you're going to win the t-shirt or the prize pack, whatever prize package I can put together. You're going to win it. And so I just need you to message me, Nick at blpa.com. Message me and say, Jillian chose you in the subject line and give me your address and I'll send that out to you. There was one more that I really liked. It's on that same thing. What does it say? I think it's pretty apt.
This is the best podcast on the planet.
Who was that from?
Short and sweet. Grant H., also known as Grizzy H.
Hey, Grizzy H., you fuck, bud. And listen, I sent those to Jillian. So these are the ones we got to read. These are the ones that you have to choose from. I mean, what was the first thing you said to me?
Ever?
No.
Wait,
but when I sent these to you, when I sent those things
to you. I was like, did you write these?
Come on.
I really thought you went in with 3 different names and wrote them.
No, not a chance. Jillian, come on. We do have people that actually enjoy what I know you don't believe it, but we do have people that enjoy what we do. We do have people. Okay. We got a couple more things to get to, I think, but can we talk about fresh characters for the BLPA trailer? So we have a trailer that carries around our merch. It goes to the bash tournaments when we can get it there. And it's adorned right now with players from the BLPA. I took their photos. I thought the pictures were good. They thought they looked good on the trailer. So we put them on there, but it's been like that for 2.5 years now. And I think it could be time to get new players on there, but I don't know how to choose them. I just chose like the favorite photos that I had taken. And that's how these guys got on there. And so I going to figure out, obviously, it costs money to wrap this trailer. It's about, it was $3,000 back in 2020. So it's probably $15,000 these days with the inflation. Thanks a lot, Obama. So we got to figure out a way to cover that cost. But really we got to figure out a way how to decide. Obviously I need to be on the trailer this time. No doubt. Maybe Jillian's back there. Maybe it's just me and her. Like we need to do a photo shoot like they do for like, how they do for like radio DJs and they're like standing back to back like this. That's like, it's like Joey and Heather in the morning.
It's like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say sometimes.
Yeah.
But good. Like we'll have that and we'll have a little QR code and people can scan us down the road and like, oh, I want to see that girl that's showing shoulder on that trailer. And
it should be you like holding up your shirt and the QR code just like right over your nip.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, to see more. Follow to see more.
Yeah. There's more. There's plenty more where this came from. Yeah. Okay. So then we got to figure it out. So I don't know if we want to do it like we'll do like the highest donors of Puck 10 project or something. We can kind of do that and raise some money for Puck 10. There's so many things. I just don't know how to decide because everyone was so excited that was on the trailer. But then people are like, well, I did not get on the trailer. It's like the trailer's only so goddamn big.
You gotta earn. You gotta earn your spot.
I'd say things like, oh, it's on the top. You can't see it on the top. It's on the inside.
It's on the bottom.
So So yeah, so that's basically that. So what else do we have on the agenda today?
Well, I did wanna talk about things, but I feel like, that I'll just talk for another hour.
Yeah, that's okay. But
That's my issue.
I've always wanted to do it too. There's been times where when I edited the podcast, I like put it in. It's called a mix down on Adobe
Yeah.
Audition, and
Yeah.
I've created a mix down, and it put the intro like way at like 2.5 hours out, but I didn't realize it, so I just dragged the intro back into the first, and then put the podcast, and there was just like an hour of dead space, and people were like, "We just thought it was a 2-hour episode."
Oh, yeah, I've done that before. That's, like, the worst thing.
Someone says we should change it to the kids that Puck 10 helps. I think that's a good idea too, but this isn't a Puck 10 trailer. It's a BLPA trailer, and it's two separate things, right? Like there's more beer league. So, Blue
That's
Shoe
good.
Magoo, my man, my main man from YouTube, my favorite guy. Yo, Nikki Jillian,
Shoe.
it's your boy Blue Shoe. Pumped for my Blackhawks after yesterday's free agency spending bonanza. Already looking forward to this upcoming season. Hey, drunk kids hockey is a perfect promo.
Drunk what?
Yeah, drunk kids.
Drunk hockey.
So I think we should talk about NHL sometimes. I mean, I have my thoughts. Flames probably going to win the Stanley Cup. Not really, but like it was a crazy day in free agency. Like Steven Stamkos leaving the Lightning, going to the Preds. Big deal.
It did a couple things did pop up on my
Yeah, it
on
was
my Instagram, but I looked and I was like, "Oh, they're not my team."
they're like nothing. Is your team the Wild?
You.
Yeah, like nothing with the Wild, so fuck them. But that is a big deal. I mean, that is a big deal for the Preds. I mean, the Preds have a window now, and their window. They got their badass goalie. They got Stamkos. They finally got some scoring, so could be good. I mean, we can do more NHL talk in later episodes, but we just have to prepare more for that. So okay, you have a couple more things to go through. Let's see if we can go through them.
Game day.
Game
Rituals.
day. Oh.
Game day rituals. And this could be something as simple as I always have to go to this one. Okay, so I'm thinking of myself, but I always have to stop at this one gas station and get a blue Gatorade and
Blue
then a
Gatorade?
beef jerky and then some form of a gummy, not like the pure like the pure like Sour Patch kind.
Okay, that's a weird game. Yeah, I can tell you are very a very keyed in athlete there. Like that's really athletic.
This
I
is
like
what all
that.
the top level athletes do.
Yeah,
It's always about the
which
blue
blue
Gatorade.
Gato? Which blue Gato?
Oh, the Arctic ice one, the light blue.
I'm more the white one. What is that? Like the glacial
Oh,
freeze one? It's
Glacier
fire.
Freeze.
Fire right there. Fire.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess maybe when I started, I kind of had the more rituals like when I was in college and doing like playing ball than in beer league. I used to just listen. Like there was one song that always got me pumped up. It's No Love. No Love with Eminem and Lil Wayne.
Can you sing a few bars?
Um,
I'll give you a lead in. 3.
well, here's the deal. I don't. It's cussing. Throw dirt on me.
Oh, now you're gonna have standards?
Well, I don't want to call bitches and hoes. That's not
Not
that
their
messed up.
face.
He says be good or be good at. Apparently, that's where I got the saying from. I didn't really even notice it. I just started saying it, and then I was listening to the song as I was driving down the road. I'm like, holy fuck, maybe that's where it came from.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It's no sing, No Love by Eminem and Lil Wayne. I don't want to disrespect them by mashing on their bars. So I don't really have one in beer league. I mean, I like to make sure that I don't have to poop. That's the worst when you get on the ice. Like you get
anxious
all your
poops?
gear. Well, it's not even anxious. Like you get on all your gear. Because it
Oh.
takes a while, and then you get on the ice warm. Like shit, I gotta poop, because it's a process to get it off. Like you can't poop in your gear. Like you have to I mean, I gotta.
Why not?
Because like you pull your
I
if you
know,
pull
it's
your
sloshing
hockey
around.
pants down, it's like it's just a tough. It's just a
They
tough.
should make like a big zipper on the back so that you can just like unzip through everything and
Well,
then
you can't with the hockey pants, right? I mean, the hockey pants, get them off. You gotta get them
breezers.
over the skates, whatever you want to call it. You're from Minnesota, so you call them breezers, sweats, and
Breezers.
stuff.
What do
But
you say?
hockey pants, I've said breezers before, but hockey
Oh,
pants, and all that stuff. Um,
okay.
so I think, I don't really have a tradition myself.
Besides a pre-game poop?
No, I don't even. It's not always pregame poop. I just, I want to make sure, like before I leave the house that day, that I just have to poop. But sometimes I don't, and sometimes I'm not affected.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm affected. It's not like I just, that's just the worst to me when you get on the ice and you gotta take a little poop. Sometimes
Okay.
You got poop your pants to get through. Like, what if you got to poop in the third period? It's a tight game and you don't want to leave your team. Do you just poop your pants?
Tight game, tight butthole. That's what I say.
It's hard. It's
Got
hard.
to cinch that thing up.
It's hard to keep a tight butthole when you're skating around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that one.
That's hey, you
It's
know what they
common.
always say? You know what they always say?
You know what
It's
they
hard to
always
keep a tight
say.
butthole when you're skating around,
Stop.
So,
See, oh, yeah, that's what I said. Well, I said a zipper. Snaps in the crotch, you still have leakage potential.
is that your mom?
What? Is
Is
that
that your
my mom? That's my mom.
Yeah, that is your mom. So, hey, mom, you should not be listening to the things that we say here.
She
Oh,
you're
mom.
like, your parents says, "Are you okay with that?" I'm like, "Don't worry."
Hey, hey, listen, when my mom used to be alive,
Oh, God,
uh,
how many times do we have to bring that up in one
hey,
podcast?
she used to listen and then she'd berate me for like, she'd call me and tell me, like, even in the comments, she'd be like, "Quit talking like that. I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap." She'd say stuff like that all
Hey,
the
she's
time back
boosting
then.
your algorithm when she's commenting
I
though,
know,
so
it's yeah,
thanks,
she would
mom.
she would go at me. I don't It's hard to put snaps in the crotch of hockey pants, though. I mean,
She's a figure skater, of course.
they do have zips. Like, they have zips up the side of the legs to make it easier to get your pants on and off, because that's what some people won't put they'll put their skates on before their pants. Some people will put their pants on before their skates.
Okay,
So but since
that's
they have
nice.
the zips now, I can just put my skates on and I don't have to worry about bending over and being out of breath.
That's hard. I'm
It's
sorry you
rough.
had to go through that.
It was a
Okay,
rough.
so you don't have a ritual, then I
I
don't
don't
okay.
really have one. I mean, listen, I'm not really that superstitious to begin with. I'm just, I just that let the chips fall where they may.
It's just a flow. It's just a
Ollie
flow of the
Yakutas.
day. I
It's
don't
not
think I'm gonna lose if I don't get my blue Gatorade, but I just like it's just it
There's
becomes
no
part of who
flow
you
in
are.
Yeah, there's no flow in my game. You haven't seen me skate yet. There's no flow, and
Right.
I'm just out there being there. That's me.
Okay.
But we'd like to hear your game day rituals. So
I do wanna know.
let us know your game day rituals. But what seems like what's a better question is what's your favorite flavor of Gato? Because everyone's going on about Gato in the comments here.
I'm actually surprised that people say white is number 1. I put
White
white
is number one.
absolutely in the top 3. Can we talk about the bottom, ranked at the bottom? Orange?
But
What the frick is that?
when Gatorade first came out, all you had was red, yellow, and orange. That's all you had.
Yellow, still a hitter.
Yeah, but you didn't always want to just do red and yellow, so you had to do like orange. It's not great by any means. I wouldn't
It's
say,
not
like,
grape by any means.
if like it's not like something where it's like, oh, here we go, all we got's orange. I'm not drinking Gatorade. I'm just gonna go have water, which you probably should have instead of
No.
Gatorade. I would
Electrolytes,
drink orange.
baby.
Yeah, you gotta have those electros for sure. So uh, I don't know. I don't think orange is the worst. Like, I think there was one that was like a green apple. While it was good
What?
flavor wise, it was just way too sweet. It tasted like I was putting a whole mouthful of green apple Jolly Ranchers in my mouth, which cool. But when you're trying to replace the electros,
Yeah.
it was too much. It was too much in that one. I would steer away from
Okay.
them.
Do you think that there are different Gatorade colors for different reasons? Like,
No.
for a person, they didn't do this for marketing. No, but here, because Jeff says fruit punch tastes like hangover. So is it like, because I picture outside work, like hard labor, lemon lime, you need the yellow. But like sporty athlete, just for funsies, blue.
Hmm.
If you
I,
hate your life, you want to feel bad about your day, drink orange.
yeah, I'm gonna, go home drinking orange Gato and end it all, No,
I've had it.
yeah, I think that's just personal, right? I mean, lemon lime does seem like the flavor of out now that you think about it. Now I can kind of connect the lines because it's like cool, breezy. Like, I just want to cool
Yeah,
down.
lemon lime.
I'm out here doing cement work, and
I hate that.
yeah, so yeah, I can say I don't have it. Maybe we should make a list, or we
Okay,
should
I
make
can
it and
bring
be
a
like,
list.
you can only drink Gato, like the white Gatos for this, the red Gatos for this. We'll make
Yes.
the list. It'll be the ultimate list. 50
Okay.
Shades of Gato is what they're saying for us.
Oh, the Monster and a Snickers, the pregame ritual, Monster and a Snickers, which also Snickers is the elite candy bar, so I already love
I
Eric.
like nuts.
Well, that's a separate issue, but
Here's the deal.
Purdue.
I like eating peanuts, like all the nuts, like almonds, pecans, cashews, all that stuff. I'll eat them separate, but I won't eat them mixed in with things. Yeah,
Even a Snickers?
even a Snicker. I've had a Snickers one time. I'll never eat again. 'Cause it doesn't taste good. 100%. No Snickers here.
That's the most offensive thing you've ever said to
Yeah,
me.
get your nuts out my mouth, Snickers. That's what I say.
Said nobody ever.
I just said it. So what do you mean?
Said
Said no one
so
ever.
no one important.
Said Nick, the leader of the Free Beer League world. All right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what I want to hear. So
I
fine.
mean, listen, hey, if I wasn't such a lenient dictator of beer league sports, I would chop your head off for disagreeing with my opinion. But I am not. I am magnanimous. I'm very cognizant of everyone's beliefs, cultures, and values, and I would never chop your head off just for disagreeing with you. That's not the type of person I am. But
But
I
I
could be.
would give you an orange Gatorade.
But I would make you. I would. Yeah. That. Listen, guards, get her. Force orange Gato down her throat.
Waterboard me with Gatorade and
Water.
orange Gatorade instead.
But it's listen. Look. I got so many taste buds right here on my tongue. I got it. Things taste good. I just don't like nuts mixed with things, Jeff. You like nuts in your mouth, bro? Cool. All right.
Yeah, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, but I'm not here to judge you, Jeff. I'm not here to judge you at all, bud. You want to put a black candy bar full of nuts in your mouth? That's on you, bro. Kind of looks like a piece of poop. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's also totally separate. That's not because of the nut. It's chocolate. That's not the nut's fault.
Hey, you gotta get your nut. Cool. I got it. Cool.
you gotta get your nut. Get your nut in your mouth. Okay. Well, now that I got my ritual done, now that we talked about Gatorade, I don't even want to talk about the injuries anymore.
Okay, we'll save that for next week.
I can talk about that. I can talk about that next week.
Okay, next week.
Caddyshack, yeah. Remember, James,
Shit.
don't you remember when I said that I feel like I'm better than people when I haven't seen a movie that's super common and Caddyshack is one of them? I know that's when they clean out the pool. I've seen clips of it.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like you've seen the movie, but you think you're too fucking cool by saying that you haven't seen the movie and that you're just lying to us. Which is cool.
No, I saw the piece when he's like cleaning it out, He's cleaning out the pool and then he takes it and
yeah, okay. Sounds like you've seen it. Okay. All right. Do you have anything else to talk about?
No, I'm useless.
Tell all the people what but I could talk for hours and hours and hours. Tell the people what they need to do to win things, and then as a wrap up here, and then we'll get going.
They can win either with our trivia questions, leaving the comment for that. I feel like I'm in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
That you can win. Oh, are those stickers? Okay, so we have a t-shirt for our trivia. T-shirt trivia. And if you leave a comment on Apple Podcasts or leave a review, we keep saying comment, leave a review. It doesn't have to be 5 stars.
No, it does. Only 5 stars only.
Okay, fine. You can only win if you give us 5 stars. Okay.
If you don't want to give us 5 stars, just think about it like this. Think of it as you're rating us on a 10-star scale and you're giving us 5, so it's only half of the actual rating.
There you go. So, winners and losers.
Yes.
Okay. Leave a review and then we will pick someone, the best, most clever, enjoyable review that we'll get. And we also have mouth hugs to catch up on next week. So I won't forget.
Yep. And we have a lot of tournaments coming up. We got Pittsburgh coming up next week. We have Austin Bash, which is sold out. We have Oklahoma City decks with Trailer Boys theme. And then we have Chicago decks. Everyone sign up for that. It's got some cool old school video games, Mega Man, Battletoads, that kind of stuff. So we got very cool things like that. We got Cleveland Bash. We got Lake Placid Bash. We got Alaska decks. We got Nashville deck. We got so much shit coming up.
Dang.
And and Jeff, you know what I want to say to you since you were talking about Big Daddy in the comments, the movie? But I wipe my own ass.